I'm Mallory, I'm a dietetic intern, and I'm going to show you how to perform a nutrition-focused physical exam. This is my patient. I'm going in, I'll hand sanitize first. I'm going to explain to the patient what I'm going to be doing. I'm Mallory, I'm a dietetic intern, and I'm going to be doing a physical exam on you. It should take about 3 minutes. It's going to be some light touching around your face, your eyes, your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your legs, your calves, and your feet. It shouldn't hurt, but at any time that you're uncomfortable, please let me know, okay? Can I perform this for you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so when you're performing the physical exam, you want to make sure you're on the right side of the bed. You're going to be doing, looking at both sides of the patient, but the first thing that's most important is make sure they look you in the eye first. You're going to touch on their temples. I need you to clench down, please. And that will let you feel that temporalis muscle. Then you're going to go straight into, I usually go right into the buccal fat, which is the cheekbone, and then right underneath for the malar fat. Then I'm going to have the patient look up. I'm going to touch, sorry, just your eyes look up. And then I'm going to touch under the orbital fat pads. And then you're going to look on the eyebrows to see if there's any seborrheic dermatitis or any dryness in the scalp as well. After I'm done with that, I'm going to go down. Usually I'll ask the patient to remove the gown. At this point we don't have a gown. Remove the gown and look. I'm going to palpate underneath the pectoralis muscle as well as the trap. We won't say trap to the patient, we'll just say shoulder. And then see if there's any squaring off of the shoulder. Next I'm going to have the patient straighten their arm so I can find the middle arm. And then I'm going to palpate to feel the tricep fat and the bicep fat. Next, I'm going to have the patient flex their arm. And then I can be able to feel the quality of the muscle, the bicep and the tricep. And then you can relax. Now, at this point, I'll probably ask more questions on whether or not their muscle has changed at all, if they've experienced any additional weakness, or if this is the way their muscle has always been in the last month or so. Next, I'm going to have the patient hold out both of their hands. I'm going to palpate in between their interosseous muscles, as well as look at their adductor pollicis, which is the thumb. You can have them make an A-OK sign, and then you can palpate that muscle there. You want to do it on both sides. Again, if they have any type of neuropathy, or they've had a stroke, make sure you ask the patient because there'll be some changes there. Next, you're going to cross your hands, and the patient will not cross their hand. They're going to just grab my fingers and squeeze. Squeeze. And that just helps to see if they have good hand grip strength. Then relax. All right, next I'm going to work down to the legs. So I'm going to look at the quads next. So I'm going to have the patient bend your knee, put your heel on the ground. Yep, you can just do one leg first, move the other one next. Point your toes up to the ceiling. This is going to let the patient flex their calf, and I can feel their calf muscle. And then I'm also going to look at their quad. Now, you can go right above and look at the medial and the lateral part of the quad. Another good indicator for a guy or for females to go a little bit higher to see if there's any more atrophy of that muscle. Again, when you have a patient, they'll have a blanket over. Very important to make sure you cover the other side so you don't expose the patient. Then I'm going to have them extend the leg back. And I will remove the sock to see if there's any edema. I'm going to remove both socks because we want to, again, do the exam bilaterally and not unilateral. So I'm going to look right now at the interosseous muscle of the big toe, and I'm going to hold for 3 seconds, and then I'm going to see if there's any type of swelling or edema in the patient. So I'm going to do it right in the toes. I'm going to go right inside the tibial, the ankle bone. I'm going to hold for 3 seconds, see if there's any indention, and then you'll rub your hand across it to see if there's any indention. And then I'll do it right on the tibial tuberosity. Right here, 2, 3, then rub your hand over it to see if there's any swelling. After I'm done with that, I'll put the patient's sock back on. And then I'm going to go to the other side of the body as well, just to see if there's any differences. Again, if there were some muscle changes or anything, you want to make sure they're on both sides. That will tell you if they happen bilaterally, that means that there is a nutrient potentially deficient. If it's just on one side, that rules out any nutrition deficiency. So again, I would do the same thing on the other side to make sure there isn't any deficiencies. After I'm done, I'll tell the patient I'm finished, thank them for their time, and then I will hand sanitize in front of them, and that is all. Thank you for your time.